horseshoe, clovers, and blue moons.
Jake.
Those are the Lucky Charms. And this is the... Nothing rhymes with the Lucky Charms. This is the Joystick Show, episode 231, I think. I'm starting to lose count now.
Two something.
It's in the 200s.
2XX.
It's a very green episode because it's our St. Patrick's Day episode. Woo! Our third St. Patrick's Day episode.
I feel like we're all wearing like the furthest thing from green. You know what I mean?
I put a dash.
like your thing is not fully green. His thing is just barely green. Mine is green, but like also a weird shade. Like it's very dark, and then it's not green at all.
I mean, I put out the memo. You know, we work with what we got here, but we're gonna make the best out of it. We keep up the tradition because for whatever weird reason, 2 years ago on St. Patrick's Day, our podcast got linked on the recommended videos for an iPad documentary, which seems silly, but
how's it going, guys?
In actuality, it was our highest viewed episode ever made, so we took it upon ourselves to just celebrate St. Patrick's Day. It's a little tradition now, you know.
Always.
If you want to know what we're going to be talking about, not a lot of St. Patrick's Day stuff, because technically, as you're watching this, it already passed. But, you know, it's going to be cool. I was going to say like the channel, but you should be able to like the channel. I feel like that should be
just like us.
Just like us.
Yeah, you don't have to subscribe. You should but like the video, subscribe to the channel, make us feel good. It'll, it's St. Patrick's Day gift. They do that, right? They give out St. Patrick's Day gift.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Gold. That's
who really knows?
Yeah,
so,
who the hell's Irish here?
Speaking of that, I was going to say, keeping it in tradition, we should actually let the only Irish person at this table start our St. Patrick's Day episode.
Yes.
So, do you have anything Ireland, maybe non-Ireland related to bring to the table?
I mean, I do have a segment for you guys to do, a fun little trivia game. But first, I'll talk about the inconsistencies with the whole St. Patrick's Day sort of thing. It doesn't make any fucking sense, any of it. The whole snakes thing, did it really happen? No, there aren't any. There's like garden snakes in fucking Ireland. There's no fucking giant snakes in Ireland.
What is it that they said that he drove the snakes?
Yeah, the snakes were in Ireland and he drove them out to save.
Because that was a big problem I was dealing with. Not a potato famine.
Well, that was before all that. That was in the past. However, it is one of these weird things where it's kind of like St. Patrick's Day is an Irish-American holiday, if that makes sense. People in Ireland didn't celebrate St. Patrick's Day till like recent, like 100 years probably.
Gotcha.
It was mainly an American thing.
Just another excuse to drink alcohol.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. In fact, not only my local St. Patrick's Day parade, but also the parade in Manhattan have basically turned into a Trump Fest parade. And I don't know how that correlation happened. I don't know what the overlap is there. I can guess what the overlap is there.
I wonder.
Based on how older people think. But, let's bring it into a better light, which is the basically fraudulent trivia of St. Patrick. Yeah. I had an original idea for this where it was like Jeopardy and it'd be like on the TV and it was going to be fucking great. But I was like, that'd be way too fucking hard to execute. And I think we should do that another time.
Okay.
All right.
I love Jeopardy. You love Jeopardy.
I
don't know how you guys feel about Jeopardy.
I can do it.
We're going to get Jeopardy Dakota, or Jeopardy. We're going to get Jeopardy Dakota Jeopardy board.
Jeopardy. I mean, the thing is that Jeopardy's already exist. And you can just go on. I just obviously didn't have the time to set it up, and then some of my questions are like multiple choice, and I'm like, how the fuck would that work? But are you guys ready to figure out some weird shit about Ireland? And at the end of this segment, I will now officially crown one of you guys the second official Irish member of Joystick.
Oh shit!
So that's the bragging right. That's the trophy.
I don't think I've ever wanted to win a segment.
I also have a tiebreaker that's pretty funny if we need it, but I don't think we can.
The Irish pass card.
I found a red hair in my beard the other day.
I have a lot of red hairs in my beard.
We're fucking arguing already.
I drink profusively.
What do you have a name for this?
I don't know, fraudulent Ireland. I don't know what to call it.
Friarland.
I don't want to call someone that's a saint a fucking fraud,
right,
but
I'll help you out. Here's the working title. Throw up the card. Bobby will find the name later. Ireland segment. There you go.
Fucking.
Maybe that'll be the name of it. I haven't decided.
Fireland.
It really depends how much time I have to edit.
Lucky
That
shit, I guess.
Lucky shit. There we
Yeah,
go.
lucky shit.
Lucky shit.
All right, question number 1. You guys ready?
Yes.
Yeah. So food. You guys know about Irish food?
Not that much.
It's not real food. It's like potato and other people's food, right?
Potato.
So like the
something.
national food of England is like butter chicken or tikka masala or something like that.
Which
Like
is
it's
also
not
like
even.
another country.
Yeah, it's not even fucking British, right? So guys, what is considered the national dish of Ireland? Is it shepherd's pie? Is it corned beef? Is it cold cannon? Or Irish stew?
I think it's shepherd's pie.
If you need an explanation on what any of these things are, I can explain them. Cold cannon is like a mashed potato with like meat or corned beef in it. What do you guys think?
A shepherd pie.
I'm gonna say it's shepherd's pie.
What were the last two?
The last two were cold cannon, which is a mashed potato dish, and Irish stew.
Oh, cool can.
Okay, the correct answer is Irish stew.
Mm.
You guys are all wrong.
The fuck is an Irish stew?
It's literally just think of a stew,
Okay.
right? Think of a bowl with like meat, potatoes, and carrots, and all the.
And that's called an Irish stew.
That's what it is.
That shit.
Yeah.
Like, is
Wow.
That's theirs. Because in English stew, they add like more shit to it, so it's
Yeah.
like different. You know what I
Can't
mean?
wait to go
And that's
try
not a
a-
thing.
Try a Spanish soup or some shit.
Yeah, what the hell?
And gazpacho, right?
Whatever.
That's the thing. You guys are just salty because you got it wrong. Number 2, St. Patrick. Like I said in a little bit of the opening, he's a fraud. He wasn't actually born
not Rick.
or raised in Ireland. I mean, it's not his fault. Apparently, he got held in slavery in Ireland, which is kind of a bad thing.
Crazy.
But he's not from there. What country is he from, guys? Is he from Iceland, Scotland, Denmark, or the Netherlands?
He's from Denmark.
Where is this fucker from?
I don't think it's Scotland. What's the first one again?
The first one was Iceland.
Something tells me it's Iceland.
Bobby.
I'll go with Iceland.
Okay, the correct answer is Scotland.
Wow.
Literally right across the water.
Man, these answers.
They're
getting
they
me.
It's not the whole
got it.
slavery thing. I thought they were gonna take this motherfucker mad
They
far.
took him 10 feet.
It's like when my family got put into slavery, they sent me to Texas.
I'm not even, bro. They sent you to Long Island. It's
Yeah,
like, where
yeah,
are you from? Over there.
I'm from over there.
Oh my god, yeah, that would be fucking funny though. Oh yeah, like he's just from fucking Denmark. Alright, you guys are not, we might need this tiebreaker. Alright, number 3. The first parade celebrating St. Patrick was in 1608. Very fucking early to celebrate. It was in the United States prior to the formation of the United States. What state was it in? Was it New York, Rhode Island, Florida, or Minnesota? Think about this one for a second.
Minnesota.
Can you read the question again?
The first parade celebrating St. Patrick was in 1608. In which current U.S. state was it located in?
First parade.
In
I'll say
1608.
I'll say New York.
No, New York was more, I think, Italian.
Joey.
I-
Joey. Think of how long ago that is.
Say them again.
They were all British.
1608. Think of when the Mayflower landed.
Stop giving
Yeah.
him fucking hints. He already locked in his answer.
Wait,
Alright,
I didn't lock in anyone. Was that an answer there?
Yeah, Minnie, you answered. It was Minnesota. There you
Say
go.
them again.
It was New York, Rhode Island, Florida, Minnesota. You guys are gonna please.
It's Rhode Island.
Alright, Bobby.
I said New York.
Alright, the answer's Florida.
Wow.
What? Why are they
Wow.
down there?
Why are they down there?
They
Why are
worked
they
for
there?
the Spanish. So all of the Irish people in America,
Wow, yeah.
and then most of the Irish people came over in the 1800s.
Yeah, that
That's
does
crazy.
When you say that does make sense. Huh?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sorry, guys. I made these real hard, but
It's alright. I was thinking colonial.
you guys,
That's
this,
it?
This DEI shit, guys, is getting
Yeah.
great. I'm gonna end it here. None of you guys can be my Irish friend. Number
Just
4.
remember, you're the diversity hire.
Okay. Yes, I am. I'll keep that in mind. What is the most populated county in all of Ireland? All right. Is it County Dublin, County Cork, County Donegal, or County Batman?
You say Batman?
I said Batman.
God, these people are cool.
I said Batman. Dublin, Cork, Donegal, Batman.
Dublin.
Dublin.
Cork.
Dublin.
Dublin.
Bobby overthought it again. It's Dublin.
Motherfucker, man.
It's the capital, and it has the surrounding metro area in it too.
I only
It's a
said
lot.
that because majority of the Irish people I meet say they're from Dublin. So I'm like, all right, this is a poppin' place out there.
Why the fuck do I have to know anything about a country that's broken in half, Dylan?
The other half isn't even like.
Exactly.
It's like, is it a
And
country?
they still have the same name. They should just call it something else. I got you right now.
Tell the Dakotas, bro.
Palunu. There you go. That's what I would call it. P-E-L-U-N-U. Palunu.
Put that
It's
on the
weirdly
map.
Samoan to
Put
be
that on the
in
map.
Europe, but that's what I would name it.
I was gonna shout out like the Irish like defense or whatever, like that they watch the content.
The Irish Secret Service.
Yeah, or like what is it? The Irish, the bomb people.
Oh,
seen-
the fucking...
I've seen
Yeah,
kids.
yes,
yeah, the Republican or whatever. By the way, County Batman, that's a county in Turkey. It's not even in Ireland, but it's
Nice to know it exists.
it's
That's cool.
real. There's also a beautiful town in Iran called Shit. And it's,
Oh my god.
and it's
Beautiful town.
no, it's fucking serene. Like it's like luscious
I feel like
flowers.
they had to do that.
No, literally, like when you, it's fucking great.
Yeah.
And it's like you think Iran, you're like, oh, this is gonna be like a fucking desert. It's gonna look like crap. No, it's nice.
It's like, have you
really-
seen Butte, Montana? I know they say it's Butte, Montana, but
It's butt.
it's Butte, Montana.
It's fucking butt.
That's
You guys
funny.
ready for the next question? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Which of these famous bands are not actually Irish?
Mm.
Is it U2, Thin Lizzy, Scorpions, and the Cranberries? Which one of these are not?
It's
And if you don't know any of these bands, I'm sorry. These
It's
are
the Cranberries.
the Cranberries are not Irish. All right, Bobby. Do you know
Say the bands again.
the bands are U2, Thin Lizzy, Scorpions, the Cranberries?
I'm gonna be genuinely mind blown. Scorpions.
Lizzie.
Okay, the correct answer is Scorpions.
I was about to say they're not
They-
Irish.
They are German.
Yeah.
They are not Irish. They're from Hanover, Germany. The other three have all members being from. I think Thin Lizzy has one like American guy, but for the most part, all of those bands are Irish. Yeah. Thin Lizzy,
Funny those bands.
Back in, baby.
Bobby's back in. It's one across the board.
Cross.
Number 6. You guys ready?
Yes.
All right. What is the name of the famous river flowing through the capital of Dublin, Ireland?
Denial.
Is it Jerry wins? Imagine we used to do at midnight rolls and funniest answer wins. That'd be great. All right,
Mississippi.
you guys ready? All right, you got A is Miffy, B Liffy, C Tiffy,
I fucking hate you.
or D Griffey.
Wait, what?
Oh, you want to take a swim in the Griffin? Fuck, man.
So it's Miffy, Liffy, Tiffy, Griffey.
I think it's Griffey. It's Griffey.
All right, Miffy, Liffy, Tiffy.
Dylan's laughing way too much.
Yeah, because it's fucking hysterical.
It's Griffey.
Come on. Come on, Bobby. Come on, Bobby.
I'm playing this shit
Go against-
strategically.
go against
It's
the
Griffey.
grain.
It's Griffey. I'm not going against the grain. My gut says Mithy, but for strategic, I'm going Griffey.
All right,
That's
guys.
what
It's Liffy. I'm sorry,
Good,
guys.
I'm glad I didn't go.
Yeah.
I was between Mithy or Griffey.
Yeah, me too.
I just know it wasn't Tiffy.
Fuck Tiffy.
All right. All right. This is stressful, guys. We're ones across the board.
This is the last
Shit.
question.
Yeah. All right. You guys ready for you guys ready for the next question?
Is this the last question?
Second to last.
Ah.
All right. A theme of Irish contributions to pop culture are non-actual Irish things. One of the most famous Irish products that's not actually Irish is Lucky Charms. Which one of these is not a Lucky Charm shape?
Ooh.
Joey was just listing them off. Is it the moon? Is it a rainbow? Is it a balloon? Or is it a human being? Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
Which of these is a color? Red, yellow, green, or Benjamin Franklin? Like, what the fuck?
Come on, guys. Come on,
Can you
guys.
repeat them?
Come on. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, this question is just so hard.
Yeah, guys, just close your eyes and just imagine.
He has me
right?
second guessing so
Yeah,
hard.
He
now.
did this shit because I said the marshmallow.
Guys, all right. So we got the moon, right?
Yeah.
A moon, And moon, it's like a half. It's kind of like a crescent.
I know what a moon looks like, Dylan.
But it's not really a
Yeah,
crescent.
yeah.
I mean, we got a rainbow.
What does that one look like?
It's not all 7 colors,
I
but it's
got
most of them.
you.
And it's a balloon. It's red.
Yeah.
And then you got a human being. It's a leprechaun.
Human being.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the human being.
Okay.
I say for human being.
All right, we got a tie.
Yeah, who saw that one coming?
To the last.
God, I love those little marshmallow people.
Hey, the questions are too hard. I had to give you guys
What
an
does the
easy
balloon have to do with Ireland?
I don't know, but I know it exists.
A random balloon.
one. Wait, what does it have to do with
Can the
that?
tiebreaker be to name all the other ones? Because I think I can do it.
Okay. Yes. No.
Damn.
All right. Again, we have one of a similar vein. I'm gonna list off 4 counties, and you have to tell me which one is not real. All right. So we got Trafalcommon, Offaly, Westmeath, and Waterford.
This is a real
It's
quick.
the second one.
Say it again.
Awfully.
All of these are real except for one.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
I'm trying to find the fake one?
Yeah, you're trying to find the fake one.
Go through them one more time.
Trafalcommon, Offaly, Westmeath, and Waterford.
Fuck it, I'm sticking with Awfully.
It's spelled Offfaly.
Even better.
It's the first one.
Say them one more time, though.
Alright, A is Trafalcommon. B is Offaly. C is Westmeath. D is Waterford.
I'm gonna go with A.
Okay, we have a tie.
Oh yeah.
Jerry and Bobby.
Let's
This is
go.
Alright.
Is it gonna be what Bobby
I hate
mentioned?
this shit.
Okay.
Is it to name every shape?
No, it's not.
What color?
We are going to go back and forth
Make
and
him
name
argue in an Irish
famous Irish celebrities.
Well,
Until
okay.
somebody. It could be
I
any.
forfeit.
It could actually be any Irish person.
accent. Nah, make him have an Irish accent the rest of the episode.
Can we actually do it? I want to see how far this goes.
Joe, you can also take part if you want, if you know any famous
Right.
Irish people. Wait, Jerry, do you not know any single
I'm
famous?
just not. I know names. It's obvious. Come on.
I got like 6.
I
ready to
can't.
go.
I can't think of one to be honest.
I got
Damn, really?
not to be that braggadocious asshole, but you want to just throw it to me like
Yeah,
fucking
Bobby, name a couple.
Bono, The Edge. I got Liam Neeson, Sinead O'Connor. I think Karen Gillan's from Ireland. Fucking who else we got? Who else is Irish? There's like a famous singer. Ed Sheeran. Conor McGregor.
Okay, I think. I think Liam Neeson's strictly Northern Ireland, but I'll go.
Oh, so now we're gonna fucking fuck the
Yeah.
Palunu. Come
Yeah,
on,
yeah,
let's call it by the actual term.
Fuck the Protestant Palunus, bro.
But yeah. So do I win?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the second most Irish.
All right, Jerry. If you can give me an Irish themed pickup line over the course of the episode, I'll pivot you the win.
Got you.
But for right now, we'll give Bobby the win.
Jerry,
You have the winner.
Don't look at your fucking phone for the whole
All right.
episode.
If you have an Irish themed pickup line, I think
That's
that.
great.
Can you
think
give us one as an example?
What?
Can you give us an Irish theme pickup line as an example?
Just something like you find like a 4-leaf clover on the ground and be like, oh, well, it must be my lucky day or whatever. Or it's like, oh, you know. Can you guys?
world where these are good.
I'm gonna
Hey,
use that line.
Bro, if I was a woman and some guy did that to me, I'm running. I'm
Guys,
Must be my
Lucky
lucky day.
do you guys see the
That's
issue?
what you say.
It sounds like some shit one of those like lesbians says on Instagram, like, yo, what's up?
Yo,
That's 4-leaf clover.
They whip it out like
They always
this.
have like a mohawk and shit.
Well, you guys can see I need one really badly.
Okay.
A lesbian
I-
with a mohawk?
No, I need a fucking like a pickup line.
Yeah.
So like even Joey, if you can come up with an Irish themed pickup line, can also give you the
Alright,
win.
bet.
But you have to come up with multiple because you were behind. Alright?
Alright.
Thank you guys for the segment. That was beautiful.
You got me
Um,
taken with the way you Liam on Neeson, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
guys, that's a
That's not an Irish pickup line. That's a pickup line with an actor's name in it.
You're fucking edging me harder than Bono right now. Dude, you gotta chill.
Alright. Honestly, man, that's two celebrities, but I think I gotta give them to you, honestly.
Magically delicious. That's all I can say, buddy.
I'd give it for that one. That one's
Again,
No,
that
was American consumer.
Did you guys not listen to the question where I said in the beginning that Lucky Charms was not an Irish product?
I just said that. It's Irish Spring.
And that's why you won. No.
But Lucky Charms are, you know what I mean?
Like
Lucky Charms
what they're
are,
based
but
on?
Yeah, there you go.
I would. No, they're not. A red balloon is fucking from Ireland.
I think those are from like the Middle East, technically, or like Asia.
one of them is an hourglass. Is the shape?
That's new. That's like new.
Yeah, that's new.
That's not one of the.
I'll
OGs.
give it credit, but it's not.
Yeah. The OGs were like the ones that you didn't write were
the human,
the shooting star,
the human,
the horseshoe.
And
The
also they had the
horseshoe,
commercials.
star.
They were like, oh, check out this new shape.
Yeah, they were like, yo, you gotta check this shit out.
That's why they made that song.
It tastes just like all the others. So vibes on. All right.
If you had to make a new Lucky Charm shape, what would it be?
I don't know. I don't even know what's lucky.
It'd be
I
like
put a rabbit's foot.
It's hard to identify it though, you know. Just kind of
Just gonna look like a marshmallow.
Yeah.
Mine would be like a beer mug for the children. You
For
know?
the children. A weed leaf.
Yeah.
Clover.
I think they do have
It's
a
it's his hat.
Yeah, it's the hat.
His hat has a clover on it.
When you said it was a human, I was like, wait.
Wait a
some
minute.
weird Lucky Charms Mandela effect came in. And
There's a leprechaun in there. There's a head.
Yeah.
I want to talk about something really stupid. It
Okay.
has nothing to do with St. Patrick's Day. It's just like this weird thing I found. I think Joey knows what I'm talking about, and I briefly put it in the chat, but I want to speak more to it because I think it's hilarious.
Okay.
So I want to talk about a Fantastic Four cartoon that came out in 1994. So, you know, Marvel made a cartoon as they did for every fucking superhero back in the day.
Yeah.
I think it came out on like ABC or some shit. The point is, I was going down a rabbit hole last week of watching famous cartoon scenes where cartoon characters rap. So like there's one from the Cleveland show where Cleveland just like breaks into a rap, and I saw scenes from like Porky Pig rapping in the new Space Jam movie and shit like that. But one piqued my interest immediately when I clicked it. So much so that when I watched the video, it's about a minute and a half long, I legitimately thought it was fake. And that video is a video from this Fantastic Four cartoon of the Human Torch performing an original rap at a wedding. The best way I could describe it is when you watch this video, it legitimately looks like a SoundCloud edit. Like it looks like somebody made a song, found an old ass cartoon, and then just like put the song over it to promote it. But it is 100% real. Like this is a clip from the show. So like there's like a whole thing where people I read this on subreddits, on YouTube comments, where there's like dozens of people that are like, I saw this as a kid and then thought it was a dream because of like how bizarre it was, but they never knew like it actually was real until it was re-uploaded. And then the story behind it is kind of like the funniest part. So the voice actor for season 1 of The Human Torch was a guy named Brian Green. A little fun fact, was actually married to Megan Fox for like 15 years or something like that. It was like her first husband. He apparently was getting really into music, like in the late 90s, and he was like, yo, I want to make an original song for the Fantastic Four. And they were like, I don't know about that one, pal. But, you know, through a couple of conversations, they were basically like, look, there's an episode that's going to come out later in the season where the Human Torch is going to sing at a wedding for a girl that he used to have a relationship with. So it's supposed to be like this, like, I could have had you emotional thing. The animators animated it to be like it was like a crooning sequence, so he's like in a tuxedo and shit. But Brian Green made like a late 90s rap rock fucking thing called Flame On. And it's like literally there's a part of the song where Human Torch is like, well, I play my funky song. And it's like the weirdest 90s thing. It's animated like so strangely, but it's like oddly good. Like I can't describe it. It's not like great quality, like lyrically or like sound quality, because this is an old 90s cartoon, but like the beat was actually made by like the Far Side guys from like the 90s and shit like that. So it's like a legitimately produced song. And I was like, holy fuck. It didn't feel campy or it didn't feel like a parody either. It just felt like if Vanilla Ice wrote a song for a superhero cartoon.
Yeah, you're like,
And
oh
I was,
shit.
yeah, exactly. So I was like, okay.
It's like, damn, Ice Cube was
Let's
in
go.
Batman?
Yeah.
I found that video on my Reels page for Marvel Rivals. They were mocking the Human Torch. It was like, yo, is this your boy? And they were playing that song. That's how I first heard about it.
A lot of the comments are like Marvel Rivals has the best opportunity to do like one of the winning outros for him. It's like dancing this tuxedo.
Oh, the tuxedo dance. That's mad.
Because that shit looks so weird. I swear, he looks like he's made out of rubber.
I did also found out on another Instagram reel that they made fun of that song in a Fantastic Four comic. He says they showed that he was taking a shower and his phone starts to ring and it's the lyrics to that song.
That's hilarious.
I mean, it's a banger. I have in my ringtone too.
Yeah. So shout outs to A Flame On.
It
was almost Jam.
I was about to say, damn.
So it was a furry song, but I'm just.
We'll learn
the
fact that you
later.
talked about that is even.
It just blew my mind, honestly speaking. It just blew my mind. Like, I heard it was on Discover Weekly, so I just heard it.
Yeah.
And, like, the first verse is, like, fairly normal. It's, like, talking about how, like, I want to be yours, you know, like, I want, you know, that shit. I'm like, all right, cool, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then the chorus hits, and it's, like, I want to be your cuddly puppy. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, this can still be forgiven. Maybe it's like an analogy. They're doing something clever here, right? And then it just got progressively more like collar me up, take me for a walk.
my
And I'm like,
God.
and then I made the mistake of like opening up the art, and I kid you not, like I can't even put it on the video. It's like it's like a furry gangbang, literally. Just like 5 people in furry outfits. Part of it is pixelated out, so I can't even tell what animal genitalia that is. But I was like, oh man, this is not going to be Jam of the Week ever.
I didn't realize it was a multimedia experience.
No, he's like a furry, like a legit.
No, I mean I'm not shocked about that. The fact he's actually a furry. I'm shocked that they're like I'm thinking there's like a fucking museum for this. Like there's multiple slides. Like, what the fuck is this?
I'm shocked because when you said, oh, there's this artist and he's a furry, I just figured that he had a fursona character and it was like that was the gist of it. When you said that like the lyrics incorporate furry lingo and then
the song that like I'm listening to, I kid you not, is like the most toned down one. The names of his other songs are literally like Peg Me, Spread Me Open, like
so how did
crazy.
this
After that.
I was like, I'm glad I found this one. I'm not gonna explore any further.
And I like how Discover Weekly even knew, like the algorithm knew, like we're gonna push out the tame
the
one.
good one. Yeah,
We're gonna push out.
one.
We're gonna push out the most
one.
PC one. It's not like that's the fact that like it's like each part of the song has a different fursona that's fucking like.
Listen, it's been an interesting week of listening. Needless to say, for me, but yeah, that's the music taste these days.
Yeah. Whatchamacallit?
Whatchamacallit?
Oh man.
Tell us about your fursuit.
Oh yeah, mine.
Yeah.
I don't really have my slam ready yet because it's not that time. But
I
did witness a slam on Instagram lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was. Did you guys see that track star that track star incident?
I did see the track star incident, and that was like an 8 out of 10 segue. That was pretty good. I like that. Yes, I had the Miss Baton Bonk, as you said it in the chat.
Yeah.
You set it up as if her name was Baton Bonk, which is the funniest fucking thing.
I don't even know what her real name is.
Baton Bonk.
Baton Bonk. So yeah, Baton Bonk. Have you seen the video, Dylan?
No.
There's this two track stars, and they're running, and then one passes the other, and the other one behind uses her baton and like whacks the shit out of the other one.
Oh, that's great.
That the one in the front just like stops running. Yeah. So now people have been attacking the one that hit the other one with the baton, and the one that was the hitter was like was crying and saying that wasn't an accident, that was a pure accident, and everyone's treating me like if I'm an awful person. But there's so many people like watching this like if it was like a sports breakdown.
Yeah,
like,
it's a John Boy breakdown.
And you see her wind her hand back and slam it down on the girl's head.
That's a flagrant too.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, in every sport, there's that moment where like they show the slow mo and you see like the red mist rage form, and it's like you're fucking guilty, bro.
That was intentional.
You're a rage quit, bro. You're rage quitting right now, but in real life, you know what I mean. So it's a little.
I saw the video when it first like made the rounds on Twitter, and my first like initial assumption was like, yeah, she hit her. Even though it was still kind of like, you know, you could see it was not fully clear. But then I read that like the girl that she hit actually got like a skull fracture and like had a concussion.
The batons are fucking heavy, yeah.
I mean, but even then, it's like you need wind up to do that to somebody. Yeah. If you're calling this an accident, how are you just gonna accidentally like bing? And, you know, like you have to hit somebody hard to do damage like that. But
no, she said the victim that got hurt was saying that they've yet to receive an apology from anyone in that family, and then there's just so many outlets kind of putting limelight on the one that hit, just constantly crying and saying I'm not that person, but everyone in the comments are always saying she's still not apologizing. Like if that was an accident, then say I'm sorry or I'm reaching out to apologize. Nowhere, she's just been crying, and there's just like half of the internet divided about like, oh, you know, it was an accident, and the other half is like, girl, we caught you, like, you hit someone, and you're like crying on TV about it.
Like, you can't play victim after you do it.
So. Yeah, that gives the vibe like she's trying to get like famous off of it. It's kind of weird.
And it might work.
Yeah.
Sensationalism, baby.
Bro, she about to be like,
all she had to do
is
say
Baton Bonk, bro.
Beat the shit out of this girl.
Yeah, word. Baton Bonk. She starts her own podcast.
Baton Bonk.
Man, if I
Wait, so is the one that got hit Baton Bonk or is she Baton Bonk?
She's Baton
She's
Bonk.
Baton Bonk, yes.
Okay.
The one who got hit is Baton Bonked. So,
No, I think she has a different name.
No, she's right. She's.
I like how
Baton
we
Bonk,
made a whole thing about how like the woman like she wasn't getting enough credibility. We don't know anyone's
Why
fucking
does
name.
Bonky sound racist?
Bonker.
It's
Bonker
close
sounds
to
worse.
another.
Hold on, I'm gonna try to put it in like let's try to make it sound.
Bonker sounds way
I'm gonna
worse.
try to make it sound really bad. Hold on, let's.
And that's why British people say bonkers because it's like.
But yeah, I stay out of that neighborhood. Nothing but a bunch of fucking bonkies up in that shit. See,
But,
it sounds a little.
I mean, it sounds like honky.
So then it wouldn't be a white person saying it. It would be like. I was gonna do an Asian accent, but that would be racist. That'd be. Look at all these bonkies over here! I can't even do it. Fuck, man.
That just sounded like someone that was far away.
The only accents that I can do are white accents.
Yeah.
But I can do a sick Indian accent, actually.
Yeah.
Put in an echo effect for that.
Thank you for watching the St. Patrick's Day episode. It's very good.
Make sure to subscribe.
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 Hoity toity toity.
Thank you for subscribing. It's very good.
Do a Korean accent.
Yeah, Joey, do
Korean
it.
accent? Oh man, I'm not
Just do
good
that.
at
Just
this
do that.
one. What is this?
That's the hard thing.
Oh, the K-pop thing?
Yeah. That's my Korean accent. Do the chin thing. There you go.
What is it?
What the fuck is going on, man? I just feel like I had a fucking stroke.
Racist.
Everyone's like, hey, everyone speaks in hand signals.
This is Korean!
you don't speak Korean, you fucking loser. Like, I'm like,
You walk up to a Korean person, you do this, and they understand.
I don't know.
Oh, fuck, man.
I'm here, like, legitimately trying to think of what a Korean person sounds like.
You know what's funny? There's like Asian people know the difference. Like,
Right.
they're good at that. Call me racist.
There is
I
a
don't
difference.
fucking know.
I mean, once
Isn't it like deeper?
There's like distinct differences, like Vietnamese.
yeah,
Chinese,
the Vietnamese and Thai are like, once you go down there, I'm like, yeah, you're speaking a fucking different language.
Vietnamese people sound like they have a spring in their throat.
Yeah,
Ding dong,
it's a
ding
fucking.
dong.
That's like the whole thing. People say it's like a rubber band language.
Oh, really?
That's what they say. It's like they get offended, but it's.
Yeah.
I mean, even like that's one thing I like about like English though is that there's actually a correlation in English between how words sound and what they mean. Like for example, we naturally put emphasis like when we say crisp, we naturally put emphasis on the P because it makes it sound more crisp. Like it makes it sound more like the word.
Yeah, like pop.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So it's like sometimes we always thought it was like basically like we had this word, we had all these words, and then we had onomatopoeia words like zip zap and all this shit. But it's actually all the words are onomatopoeia. We just haven't been using it that way.
You know what I think is crazy?
No, well, like what am I supposed to hammer that in and that's an onomatopoeia? Like
Well, that's different.
Albuquerque. Like no, that's a fucking word.
Well, no, those are all like proper. So those you wouldn't put emphasis.
Hammer's not proper. It's a fucking noun. It's just a thing.
It's a hammer.
It's a hammer.
You're
Mr. Hammer.
Just fuck you. Man. Fuck off. Anyway, I want to talk about one last thing before we swoop it on over to jam and yam time.
Dull sounds dull, so I gotta say.
I'm just gonna really quick. This isn't even part of the chapter, but I'm just gonna put it in a minute. I played Sonic Frontiers last week. It was actually pretty fun. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I haven't played a Sonic game in a long, long time, and it's probably the best Sonic game I've ever played.
It's one of the best Sonic games.
It's one of the best Sonic games I've ever played. It's fantastic. Knuckles is in it. That's all I needed to know. But it's actually pretty cool. It's also simultaneously one of the most cringy games I've ever played.
I can second. I watched some of the cutscenes.
I showed him one of the cutscenes, and it was
What's Sonic
hilarious.
Frontiers? Is that where you get to create your own, like, Sonic persona?
No.
That's something
I think that's something you want.
I think that's
Sonic Frontiers.
Game Grumps played it.
Sonic Frontiers is an open world Sonic
guys, we're a
game.
furry podcast.
The best way I could describe it is like Team Sonic wanted to make a Sonic game that combined elements of Odyssey and Breath of the Wild, and it's pretty cool. It works pretty well.
I see. Yeah, okay, now I remember.
So that's cool. 8 out of 10. Watched the Sonic movie because I thought that was cool. Blah blah blah. Then I played another game. This is the game I want to talk about. And that game is High on Life, which was it's by Squanch Games. It was created by Justin Roiland, the original creator of Rick and Morty, who is not so much a cool guy these days after he was publicly accused of being an abuser and shit like that.
Which apparently was only half true.
I don't know the specifics of it.
Like it was like a third true,
Like,
but he's still not a great person.
Yeah.
But it's like
Well,
weird.
he didn't do it that much, but
Right.
he still did it.
Yeah.
So
Essentially.
But that being said, look, it's one of those situations where you got to separate the artist from the art. This game, on a gameplay, let me actually say it like this. From a gameplay perspective, it's nothing really crazy. It's fun. It is enjoyable. But it's like very similar to things you're going to see in Doom, even Borderlands. It's like a very typical FPS.
feels Borderlandsy.
You have a jetpack, you have a boost, you get a couple guns. That's about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
The art style's pretty cool. It's pretty, like unique to the game, and it has some stuff that carries over from like other projects he's worked on, like Rick and Morty and stuff. But where the game absolutely shines is in its story, its dialogue, and its characters. The game is fucking hilarious. I probably spent 20 hours playing the game, and a good like hour of those 20 were just me sitting at my desk and laughing at shit that was coming out of the monitor. Because like there's like all these TV screens that you'll pass in like the hub city or whatever, and they play an endless rotation of commercials, and each one of these commercials is just like a randomly improv dialogue sequence between typically Justin Roiland and some other creator. Sometimes it's Psychic Pebbles, sometimes it's Michael Cusack that he co-created Smiling Friends with, so it's fucking hilarious. My favorite one personally is I was literally just playing the game, and in the background is a purple alien on the monitor, and he's like, I'm the last of my people, no other of my species exists anymore, and I just want to get fucked so bad, man. I'm just looking for somebody to fuck me. I just really want to get fucked. This is my genitalia. It looks weird. I'll show you from all different angles. This is angle 1. And it's like just weird blobs coming out of his back. And he's like, but anyway, if you want to fuck me and fuck my back blobs, just like let me know. And I'm just dying. This is the dumbest thing. There's like a kid who's like trying to stop you from like going into an area, and he's like, shoot me in the face. You won't shoot me in the face. And you can like shoot him in the face. And then when you go into the area, the first person you talk to is his mother. And his mother is like, did you shoot him in the face? He was pretty fucking annoying. I guess, he asked so many people, somebody was eventually going to shoot him in the face. Well, I'm thankful that you honored his request. Like, it's so stupid. Like, everything in this game is improv.
But you know what's... I'm sorry to cut you off. If you were to leave that mom while she's talking, there's even other dialogue because they prepared for people to not to stand.
Oh, the game is full of stuff like that.
I left, and the one was like, oh, okay, fuck me. Shoot myself in the face.
Exactly.
Fuck me.
There's a guy in that tunnel who has a broken leg. Like, his leg is off of his leg. And the first time you meet him, he's like, hey, how you going? Oh, don't worry about me. He's just a broken leg, And then when you leave the next time, he's like, oh, hey, see you later. Don't mind me. Just a broken leg guy. And then, like, after the 4th time, every time you pass him, he's like, broken leg guy, bye. Like, it's just, it just shortens every time.
I loved that character. He's like, yeah, so bye.
Yeah, but my favorite one is there's a level later on where, like, there's a species of beings that live there called the Moplets, and they just look like Care Bears. And one of them is voiced by Psychic Pebbles.
Yeah.
And when you walk up to him, he's, like, cut in half and bleeding out. He's like, help me. And you're like, what? He's like, oh, I've been through so much. I just really want you to stay with me while I die. And you're like, oh, okay, and you stay with me. He's like, I see the light. And he dies. And you're like, okay. And then, like, you leave, and the guy, he's immediately like, oh, what the fuck, man? You're just gonna leave like that? I'm not dead yet. And you come back, you do it like 3 times. They're like, what the fuck, man? And then finally you shoot him in the head. Oh, and that's another thing I should mention. The guns are characters.
Yeah.
So the guns talk to you. So after you shoot him, the gun is like, I can't believe you did that, but I guess it was the right thing to do. He was fucking annoying. The whole game is just stupid like that.
It's overstimulating.
And also, the guns are voiced by famous comedians. There's a J.B. Smoove gun. There's a Tim Robinson gun, and then my favorite gun, which I'll just spoil. The last gun you get is a gun named Let's Do It, and he's apparently like the strongest like warrior gun from their species, but he's like really like he's on the verge of dying when you find him because he's been like messed with. So one of the main characters in the game decides that he's gonna repair him and get him back to being fully functional. So they're like, yeah, we fixed him up. He can see well, he can shoot well, he can hear well, but something happened with like his vocal thing, so he can't really speak well. And you're like, what do you mean? Well, he can only say his name. So he just goes, let's do it. Literally, like the whole game, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Like he literally just sounds like a challenged group. Like that's the best way I can describe it.
That's what it sounds like.
And then his ability is his gun is like this super beam attack, but it has like a cooldown, so you have to switch to other weapons. And when he's ready again, he just goes, "Let's do it!" And you pull him out again. It's just fucking shit. But the game is hilarious. If I recommend it to anybody, I'd recommend it to Jerry. You could beat it in like a day or two, and it's just a funny game. So. Good vibes. That's the High on Life. I'll give it an 8 just because of how fucking funny it was.
It was funny. And the game's old. It came out like, I'm going to guess 4 years ago.
Yeah,
like
2021, I think, something like that.
It's crazy. And we got it. I'm sure you downloaded it because it was on Plus too, right? Yeah. But it was a good fun. It was a fun game.
Yeah.
Are you platinuming it?
I did platinum it.
Damn. I have to do all the
forum right?
collecting the treasures. Gene says he's like it's gonna be a big one. I was like, all right, the next fight is gonna be the final fight. Let me just do all the
collectible stuff isn't bad. The more tedious stuff is there's like these forums that you can check where it's like, oh, you have to kill 100 of this enemy or 100 of this enemy. So it's a lot of farming and grinding. And I did that today, but it's not bad. Like I did all of it in like 2 hours. A lot of the spots are literally like you just go to the thing, kill a guy, respawn, and you kill like one every 5 seconds. Mm-hmm. It's not bad.
Can I, whatchamacallit, that game company, Squanch Games they're called, I played their previous game before High on Life called Trover Saves the Universe. Yeah. It was a VR only game, but it was a lot of fun, and I don't want to get into the whole story, but your character is fighting the big boss. It's like intergalactic, shit's breaking, and like it's intense, and when like something happens, it all goes white, and the game just ends with like, oh, we're in heaven now, yeah, and like you didn't save the world, but everyone's happy. It's like, hey man, you died. Like everyone blew up, but we're in heaven now, and it's it's so euphoric. It's just the credits is just you walking around in heaven and meeting every character you met throughout the game, and the actor that played that character just improving. Oh man, it sucks. The world's dead, and we're all like fucking dead, but like heaven is so euphoric, and I think Justin Roiland was like, use the word euphoric as much as possible. They're like, it's just euphoric and amazing. Heaven is awesome, yeah. Man. In fact, you should have destroyed the world sooner. It's awesome up here.
All right, let's recommend some fucking songs and get out of here. How's that?
Playing music?
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead first and recommend a little cover by a band that only I like called Anamanaguchi. Nobody else likes them here. It's just me.
Yeah.
They recently put out a cover of Mario Judah's "I Miss the Rage," which is actually a fucking banger, and Jose actually instructed me recently, is also a cover of a Trippie Redd song. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So, I guess it's a double cover. So shout out to I Miss the Rage by Anamanaguchi. Sounds a little like, weirdly enough, like the Where Is My Mind by the Pixies. It has like a little bit of that like guitar vibe in it, so.
I want to listen
Mario
to that.
Judah also did a cover of Mr. Rage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Oh.
They did a cover of I Miss the Rage by Mario Judah, but Jose told me that his is a cover of Trippie Redd.
Oh, I thought you meant. Okay, I'm sorry.
What's your
How about
song
you fucking
cover?
listen next time?
I was too busy looking for my song, and it's No Regerts by Ghostsocial. All of his other songs are better, but this is a new one, so I'm gonna pick this one. It's a fucking twink Asian guy.
Okay.
Sick.
My slam is
American.
My slam is gonna go to this song that I've been vibing to from that series Win or Lose. It's called "Dreamin' Awake" by Campfire. Disney got this artist, or I don't know if it's a collection of people or one person. They call themselves Campfire, and I've been jamming to them. It's very bluesy, like kind of jazzy, soulful, and I'm like, I like that. I'm vibing with them. I'm about to check out Campfire's like whatever that's called, their albums.
Cool. Sounds Campfire.
Sick. My band of the week is gonna be a Foo Fighters song called "All My Life." It was just came through on the Spotify. The little twinkles.
The Smart Shuffle.
Yeah, Smart Shuffle. There you go.
I know it's not that song.
Yeah, it's theirs.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Who said they wrote that? No, it's not. You imagine?
You wanna?
In my head, I'm hearing like fucking Dave Grohl covering.
Oh my.
Is that the song "You Will Love Me Too"? That one? That's in Win or Lose. Well, the father is singing it to embarrass his daughter.
Yeah, it's in a lot of movies. They use it as like the typical like R&B romance or like passionate song. But anyway, thank you for watching this episode of the Joystick Show. If for whatever reason, for whatever miraculous fashion, this became the second highest viewed episode of the Joystick Show, sorry about that middle part where we did a bunch of racist accents and stuff like that.
And we almost talked about furries twice.
But at the same time, that was probably the realest you've ever seen us be on this show. So see more of that in the future. Thanks for joining us. Go ahead and like this episode. Feel free to subscribe to the boys if you feel like it. Make sure to go ahead and comment. What's your favorite Lucky Charm? I like the horseshoe. It's pretty cool. Shooting star. The what?
The balloon.
It's not even a fucking Lucky Charm. It's just a balloon, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Who fucking cares? Does it have to be lucky?
I feel like they were like, what else is lucky? Throw in a wrench. It's just scraps from
That's
the
the opposite.
marshmallow cereals that they have.
There's actually one that's like bad luck. It's like a black cat, wrenches.
Yeah. It's like we discontinued a dog cereal. We want the fire hydrants.
Yo,
It's
if
like,
they
alright,
make
cool.
unlucky charms,
Yeah, it's like skull and crossbones.
I'd buy it.
No shit.
No way,
That would
Joey.
be a good idea, low-key.
Unlucky. Fucking pitch it. Honestly, they would do that. They would actually do that.
Mm.
And you know what? Thanks for watching. We have to go pitch a fucking thing to. Is it who makes Lucky Charms? The General Mills.
Is it Kellogg?
Kellogg's.
Something tells me
Post.
it's Kellogg's or
It's one of
Post.
those three.
It's Post.
Fucking
Fuck cereal, bro. Honestly,
cereal.
fuck cereal.
Cereal.
I'm a serial killer.
Cereal.
Fuck cereal. I don't.
Cereal.
Cereal.
Fuck, what's
Yeah.
my
Cereal milk.
Yeah.